few weeks back, we played some audio, and I'm going to some stuff here right now, of Roddy Piper and the Tonga Kid. Roddy Piper and Jimmy Snuka leading into the debut, or not really the debut, but on a national stage, the debut of the Tonga Kid. There's some follow-up audio now. Let's play this. This is once again from the Boston Garden, or leading into a Boston Garden show. October 28th, 1984, here's Mean Gene Okerlund with Rowdy Roddy Piper.
All right, fans, stay tuned. More exciting action coming up in just a moment or two. The World Wrestling Federation back here in Boston at the Boston Garden. Saturday night, November the 3rd. It is coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Not that far away. It is going to be an extraordinary night that includes the brand new Intercontinental Champion, Greg the Hammer Valentine, to be challenged by the former champion who won that belt right here in this great city in the Garden, Tito Santana. In addition, in a grudge match, Junkyard Dog to meet Nikolai Volkov. Oh, Rowdy Roddy Piper. Later on in this program, I know that you've accepted the challenge of the Tonga Kid, and you're going to be meeting him right here in front of a national television audience. But in the meantime...
He's garbage. He's like where he comes from. Nothing but garbage where he comes from. Same thing with your world's heavyweight champion. You're talking garbage. This guy comes out 280 pounds, and all of a sudden everybody in Boston is standing up and cheering and talking about Hulkamania. Hot Rod walks out, and all of a sudden everybody's booing, thinking Hot Rod ain't going to stand no chance. After all, Hot Rod, he's the only guy. All he's ever done was actually destroy Jimmy Snuka, our legend. All he's ever done is actually destroy Andre the Giant. Unless someone was to sucker me, they could never get an even shot at me. I bounced the world on my little fingertips. And then all of a sudden, Hot Rod goes into Boston, and he becomes victorious. I actually beat the champion, but no, you don't want to give me the belt. No. Let me tell you something, mister. I am the boss. I'm the one that's going back in there for the rematch. Not because I won it, because the champion wants it, because I made him look like a fool. They raised my hand. I'm the first man to ever beat the champion. I am the champion. Boston.
Thank you very much, Roddy Piper.
I am
Fans,
the true
stay tuned. More action after this. Take his blood.
Oh, but wait a minute. Hold on here. Where's my...
That is a local promo for Boston.
Where's my gimmick there? And we've talked about the local promos in the past, that you stood up against the wall or the screen or whatever, and you did them over and over for each of these markets. This was not something that he was building up in his head for weeks because he was going to do it on national television. He was doing those all the fucking time. And Gene Okerlund is so smooth, the master of ceremonies, and gets the anticipation going for the big card, where they, on local promos, announced the matches that you would see at the event, and you actually saw them, because that's what you paid to see, and it was expected that you would tell the people what the matches were and then deliver them. And then Piper comes out there, and in whatever that was, 90 seconds, he fucking sells tickets and he gets himself over, and people are talking about him and thinking about him, and what he makes an impression. And you don't believe that's somebody that some guy backstage has told him what to say, and this is all part of some carefully scripted program. You're like, what? This fucking guy's out of his mind. Because you couldn't produce that. You couldn't tell somebody to do that on purpose. Because the only person who could do that was Piper. And it wouldn't have worked for anybody else but him.
And also they get to reference previous shows that were, again, not on TV. I mean, again, other than local TV, but not on national TV. They were local events.
When we talked in local promos about last month at the Garden, it wasn't on TV at all. And maybe every once in a while they'd shoot an angle in the arena and they'd show 2 or 3 minutes of the match back and the tape of the angle or whatever. But you were talking to the viewers in Boston, or the viewers in Chicago, or the viewers in Charlotte, or wherever it was. And the most dedicated of them that went to the matches every month, and there were still thousands of those out there in the audience of television, they knew what you were talking about because they'd seen it. And if they happened to miss the show, they had to go to their Aunt Lola's for fucking the holiday or whatever. When you referenced it, it struck a a pain in your heart, like, oh my God, I wish I'd have seen that. I missed it because I had to, go to the family thing. I won't miss this one. And there were thousands of those people they were talking to. So it was an ongoing soap opera that you were involved in, but it wasn't stupid or overproduced or fucking fake, phony, not legitimate, lacking in passion. You watched 1 hour of TV every week in Boston, and you went to the Boston Garden once a month. And like I said, there were tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people watching wrestling at one point in Boston. But there were, the Garden seated 16,000. They had a lot of sellouts. They were converting those people to buying tickets with those promos.